Welcome back, whoever may be watching, to Alien Talk. Now, before I actually recorded the first video, I wasn't sure of what I was going to call it, but I just decided on the, I guess, more simple title, Alien Talk. That's, simple enough. But today we are going to be discussing, and with gameplay in the background, of course, because this is a gaming channel, but also a commentary channel, I guess now, is the Men in Black. These are an alien species that are most commonly confused with, the movies, of course, with Will Smith and I can't remember the other guy's name, sorry, but they're both great actors. But they are most commonly confused with that film, and so whenever you bring them up, they're all like, well, yeah, I love the movie, but what the hell are you talking about, basically? And I'll tell you what we're talking about when you bring it up. We were talking about a possible alien race. In my personal opinion, because this video is a mix of opinions and facts, supposed facts, of course, that these creatures or investigatory people are most likely aliens, just on how they move, interact, and talk. They are usually, and what I mean usually, I mean by like supposed eyewitnesses, the stories all over the internet, of course, the ones you can trust, which is usually none. They are usually pale or doll-like in appearance. Even one report said that the man in black had red lips, very red lips, like he had lip gloss on, which is, take that as you will. I don't know about that one, but the details across the board really say that they have pale skin. They are very robotic and monotone, kind of like me, actually, and have a dead stare. Even some saying they have very large eyeballs and even no eyebrows, which is pretty terrifying if you think about it. Just something that's unknown, but in a known form, in a everyday normal form. I think that freaks out people the most. I think that's why we're mostly afraid of aliens looking like us, like Aliens the movie. Those aliens look like us, and other works of fiction, they have, they're bipedal, humanoid forms, but they're very scary looking, and it's just the fear of the unknown, but also familiarity, of course. But they're also supposedly have telekinesis. They can read your mind. They can read your mind. They can influence you as well. Now, there's reason to believe that these beings have been around for a while, even though the first sighting was or experience, interaction, whatever you want to call it, was in June of 1947, when Harold Dahl was out on his boat, and he claimed to have seen multiple UFOs in the sky. I think it was like 6, and one exploded, which already this is kind of ridiculous experience, right? A ridiculous eyewitness, because why would something just randomly explode in the sky? Straight off the bat, makes no sense. There was no cause for it, apparently. There was no space battles, or whatever you want to think. It was just these UFOs. One exploded, and the debris was kind of like a rock substance. And later on, that same day, he was still on the boat. I would guess he was, going back to shore, and the Man in Black show up, and they, ask him a few questions like, "What do you know about them?" And it's just kind of that stuff across the board. Is that these men in black suits just walk up after these two different groups of people have basically done something. And it's usually people who research UFOs, and usually people who have seen UFOs or aliens. Either aliens or UFOs. It's mostly UFOs, just unidentified flying objects. Not so much aliens, which in of itself is pretty interesting. But there have been a few occasions where they do show up for aliens, and all they really do is silence the witness or the researcher, or they even threaten them. There have been a few people threatened by these beings to, physically threatened. Like one person's wife was threatened that he would actually physically harm her, which is, odd considering that the man in black never showed up again after this person, I believe his name was Robert Richardson, yes, in Ohio in 1967, was in a car crash and picked up the remains of something metal, took it home, and he was threatened by that man in black, yet he never came back. So somehow the man in black knew what was going to happen after this, so he didn't come back, or perhaps he was even spying on them. There have been cases of that, of the man in black spying on their subjects as well, and also almost harassing them psychically through, subliminal things, not very directly. Just normal stalker techniques and all. And like thinking of what race they could be associated with when, thinking or discussing aliens is, I'm not really sure, honestly. They could be human. They could be shadow government. They could even be the lizard men, the reptilians we spoke about last time, because they have been described as having almost fake skin, like it could peel off, or it's doll-like. It's just plastic or rubber, something like that. And I believe Stephen King used this in one of his novels as well, this concept of them having fake skin, which is just disgusting, honestly. But we really don't know what they are, who they are, where they come from. But they are always seen after someone has seen a UFO or know too much about a specific topic within the UFO community. Then they will, of course, try to find you and speak to you. And there's surprisingly there's been no, even though there have been threats from the Men in Black, there have been no reported incidents of them actually harming someone or even attempting to harm someone, which is something to take into account. Now, if you think about that, that just logically suggests that they are trying to abide by some law in their system or moral or something like that, right? Maybe they'll be punished, or maybe they'll be jailed. If you're thinking alien, maybe they'll be jailed in their, star system or something like that. Or if it's the government, maybe they'll actually be, punished in some way, right? So for some reason they can't do any harm, but they can look into your thoughts. So maybe there is no point, being harmful to people if you can just do that, like Professor X. Another detail I want to bring up, just to suggest that they're most likely alien, is that there was, or there have been accounts of them looking at objects in a very confused way. And when I mean objects, I mean simple things like cups, bowls, dishes, furniture, normal everyday things, looking at them as though they've never seen them, or almost not afraid because they have no emotion on their face, really, but almost dazed or interested in a way, right? So I think that's interesting. That really suggests that they are something unknown, if they really truly exist. I know I might be rambling a little bit, but I'm just really brainstorming and talking about them now. This is kind of just my thoughts and opinions thrown in with a little bit of facts. I've never seen one. I think I've seen a UFO before, but I'm not sure. I wish they would visit me. That'd be pretty damn cool, you know? I'm that type of person. Even though they might be dangerous, even though they've never harmed anyone, but who knows what goes on afterward. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video of alien talk once again. These videos are short to moderate, it seems, at least on the second one. Sorry if I was stagnant a little bit in my words, or seemed a little confused. It's just really hot today here in the Puget Sound. So hopefully I'll be safe from aliens and men in black. Have a great rest of your day or night or wherever you are or whatever you are, and be back for the next one. All right, goodbye.